doesn't free him of having bad takes or giving wrong advice, which you should always look into yourself. The free-to-play god himself saying that having over 50 crit is fine with the
Okay, having over 50 crit is fine if you got a bunch of crit damage. When you do crit, you're gonna hit really hard. True, right? Oh, but the average damage calculator, you shut the f up. Shut up. Obviously, you want a 2-to-1 ratio if you can. Whatever the math is, yeah, you want a 2-to-1 ratio, right? Okay, then, just magically get it. Just magically get it with your pyro goblet and your crit damage helmet. Just get it. Go get the 2-to-1 ratio. Get the perfect 2-to-1 ratio. Oh, what's that? There's 900 layers of RNG on artifacts? Oh, what's that? You could spend 15 times the amount of resin to build like all these different characters on one artifact set just trying to get those upgrades? No, listen. If you've got good crit rate and some good crit damage and you've got the set completed, you don't need to worry about it because the game is super, super easy. And I've spent days and days and days and months and weeks farming for tiny upgrades for characters like my Ganyu and my Ayato. I got an extra 2% crit rate. I've done it. And it is a terrible idea going for these little upgrades to min-max and optimize it because of how much resin it takes and how much trash you get. And so, yeah, I would say, hey, you've got 50 crit rate and some crit damage. Don't worry about it too much.
Okay, so one thing I've never liked about Genshin content creators in general, and not just Mtashed specifically, is this shit they made up called the average player. Why do you just assume players have absolutely no characters or ass-wipe characters on their account? Why do you just assume someone doesn't have enough save to get both? When someone says the average player for an argument, most likely what they mean or are actually saying is that I don't have an actual point, so I'll just make an
No, I'm saying that not everyone has as many 5 stars as I do, and there's a lot of new players in this game. Here, do you want to know why? Here, I'll give you this one. Flip, do you want to know why I say the average player? Because month after month, day after day, there's no content in this game, and end game players leave. So the average player is actually a new player. They bring in a lot of new players to the game that don't have a lot of 5 stars. So I can't tell them to get X character if they don't have Raiden Shogun, and they can't tell them to get X character if they don't have Kazuha, who they probably don't because half of them are new. This game has no endgame players. They have almost none because there's nothing to fucking do in the endgame. So the average player is starved of characters. The average player only has a handful of 5 stars, and the reason I have almost 1 million subs is because I know that.